was getting dressed up in shades of yellow.
Hello, welcome to the Lovely Job podcast, taking you behind the scenes of bridal with Miss Bush. I'm Leah Spicer-Pownall, the marketing manager of Miss Bush, and this is...
I am Emma Marshall. I am the oldest Saturday girl in the world.
Yeah, pretty much.
Yeah, I know, right? I did like when we were doing this like sort of outfit of the day thing. Did I done an outfit of the day yesterday? I was literally thinking, yay, it's black tight season, so therefore, and I actually discussed this with a mum in the chapel yesterday. Black tight season means that a Saturday girl of 59, not 69. Bloody hell, what I've got like that.
I had 10 years on.
Yeah, or I had 10 years on, or a cool sex act. So I am 59, and so I hate any of those things that you see online, which is like haircuts for the over 40s, what you shouldn't wear over 50, all that kind of nonsense. Like, who are you getting married over 50 wearing white? Like all of that is a big old fuck off from me. But I definitely think mini or short dresses, short skirts, I still think they're completely fine for people over 50/nearly 60, but I have this kind of definite belief that thick black tights have to go with it.
Definitely.
And sometimes on the beach, or just walking around here quite casually, I might do it. But in a kind of beach situation, you wear less clothes than it would be. Like, you'd only need to take 5 steps to go onto the actual pavement, and then what you're wearing looks completely inappropriate. But on the beach, it seems to be absolutely fine. But yeah, so black tight season is here. Makes my whole wardrobe make more sense, and I can wear much, much shorter things. But yeah, me and another one of the mobs that I was talking to yesterday completely agreed on that.
And I think I know which mother of the bride this was, because you had a comment yesterday from a mother of the bride saying, "Dear Emma, thank you so much for the wonderful 2 hours we spent with you this afternoon. I was fascinated by your quarter century of life leading to this point. Thank you so much." Yeah.
Maybe that was. Where was that comment from?
It was commented just on one of our posts on Instagram. And it's the same bride that commented... mother of the bride, a couple of weeks ago, and saying that she couldn't wait to meet you. So I think
I think she's the one that did say that she found she really enjoyed our Instagram.
Yeah, so that's nice.
Yeah, it was quite interesting yesterday. I was like, there was some very good mums yesterday, and you know how like whatever I've been listening onto a podcast. Codpast.
Oh God!
Hello, I've been called. I'm trying to take it past you.
Honestly, if you were like a fishmonger and you want to set up a podcast, you can have that.
Yeah, it's like, welcome to our codpast. It's the place to be.
Oh no.
I'm going to flex my fish muscles.
We're going to save your soul.
Extend that metaphor. Extend.
So sorry, everyone.
Yeah, sorry about that. The codpast. So yeah, but whatever I've been listening to and on any other podcast leach into my conversations in the chapel. And yesterday, because I'd been listening to The Rest is Politics, and they'd been discussing how the far right political parties across Europe were adopting Christianity, but kind of like in a very far right way. And I was like, well, that's it. I'm going to church. I'm going to church and I'm taking it back. They're not having it. They're not having Christianity. It's mine. I've got a church. So basically, it is a certain bunch of clients that will allow you to make jokes like that and not be offended or actually think it's funny.
Yeah.
So I feel like it is quite an eclectic bunch of really cool mums and brides that we get, that you can actually let everything that you're thinking from completely non-related topics leach into this. But if the mum is the mum that I'm thinking of, Emma's mum.
Yeah, it is Emma's mum.
She was totally fascinated with all of the processes and the production side of things. And I suppose that what happened is that she asked loads of questions. And of course, it's not like I've never got a one-word answer for things. It's like, oh, you're interested in the process? Right, buckle up.
Here we go. Here's another episode of How It Works.
Yeah, absolutely. Buckle up. Let's really get into this. So yeah, so it was very good. But they were all completely lovely people I saw yesterday, which is always very life affirming.
Yeah, I saw the comment and I was like, oh, looks like Emma had a good day yesterday.
But yeah, they were very lovely. So
we're talking about how things work. I just want to tell everybody about this account I've started following on TikTok. They're called Yale Cleaners, and they clean wedding dresses. They're in America, so they're not someone that we could use, but it's like the whole process. They'll get the filthiest, oldest wedding dress and they'll clean it. And when I can't sleep, I started watching them. But they're fascinating to watch. I'm completely addicted to them. There's a guy
Is this
called
one of
Bill.
those things? I have a feeling that some of those cleaning things are like the most addictive things. I've seen somewhere where people are cleaning rugs.
Rugs. I used to watch the rugs, and then I started watching hooves. There's a guy that cleans cow hooves, and now I'm watching wedding dresses. So it's a bit more relevant to what I'm actually doing in my life.
God.
So,
but that, like, part of me when I was watching the rug one, I'm like, throw it away. The Earth's resources that you're using to get this clean again, you probably just need to burn it. But anyway, that was my kind of thoughts on that. Anyway, so yes, lovely day yesterday, lovely clients. So that was good, and really, just very life affirming when you get really lovely clients.
yay!
And I've got the Sunday team are in today, so obviously we'll wait for their feedback. It's kind of very much the sort of like where I thought we had tumbleweed running through the inquiries. They're definitely very much picking up. So
Yeah, they have just posted on Instagram stories, actually, their fully stocked fridge. It's full of lots of Diet Cokes.
yes, it is. It is a very much like, well, but obviously the team run on Diet Coke, and then everybody else runs on Moth Gusbourne and San Pellegrino.
Yep, they do.
With some herbal teas and some coffees as well.
Yeah, I'm always very impressed by how well stocked everything is.
Well, that's because you've got like the uber efficient Rosie who orders things by the ton off Amazon, and Leah who is like the most, I can't quite say what the word is, anticipatory. Like you turn around wanting something and she already knows you wanted it and she's ready there handing it to you. It's witchcraft. I love it. And
nice.
What was really nice is Emma's mum, who really badly, I don't actually remember her name.
I know her name, but do you want me to say it? I don't know if you want to.
You can give her first name. That's not
Catherine. It's Catherine.
Okay, she was very lovely and complimentary about little Leah as well. This is very nice because she is very attentive.
We love little Leah.
Yeah.
Well, there will be a post about her soon on Instagram because I'm starting a series, one per week, called Getting to Know You, all about the Miss Bush team.
I'm assuming you're not doing one about me.
Yes, you've been sent the link.
Everyone knows.
No, because it's the questions people might not know. So you've been sent a link to a questionnaire to fill in.
I feel like everyone knows everything.
Rosie, Little Leah, and Corinne have filled them out. But there's things that people might not know, like things like what would you do if you didn't work in bridal? A random fact about you. What you do in your spare time.
About the not working in bridal currently after collaring the MP
politics.
down there. Politics is what I'm very much like. I think I'll just be prime minister now. I think the thing is like that it's really an interesting fact that I've never known what I wanted to do. I literally never had a career path, and I find myself accidentally in this career path, and I guess that's probably why we have flexed Bush to be create a world that I want to live in. So if I didn't do that, I'd have to go and create another world somewhere else that I wanted to live in, basically.
Yeah, so that's your job. You got to fill that in. It's your homework. I'm going to have to keep nudging you for this, aren't I?
Yeah. Right, poet and visionary. That's, absolutely. Right, okay, cool. So, right, this week...
We're going to talk about Nortier, aren't we? Because you had a good week with the guys.
We had a Nortier day, basically, on Friday. Basically, just to bring everybody up to speed, Nortier is not Miss Bush, basically. It is not Miss Bush. It is a separately owned bridal brand, and actually very much extending into other aspects of apparel, stage wear, and evening wear, and quite outrageous things. But it's something that's it's a joint project between myself, Adrien Nortier, and Ben Shallow. So Adrien Nortier has a slightly, I don't remember asking him, but I co-opted his very cool French surname for the brand's name, because obviously I've actually recently changed my name to Marshall, but it was Meek, and Ben's surname is Shallow. And so I think Meek and Shallow don't necessarily really give that kind of character. But Nortier, which is actually spelled like not naughty, but naughty, very French, Nortier, but Nortier. They feels like a little bit naughtier than the other bridal brands that are around. So I think that was a great thing. So basically, Nortier is, but it is very much a symbiotic relationship. Nortier is stocked exclusively at Miss Bush, and we're definitely reading the room as far as our clients, but also trying to bring something a little bit more theatrical and extraordinary into the bridal arena without falling over into costume, and also without trying to do things that already exist, which is pretty hard. So Friday was a Nortier day. So we had a whole day down at the studio in Basingstoke, which doubles as our production studio for Miss Bush alterations, but also this place where we make the Nortier dresses. So we had a day down there. Rosie came, because obviously Rosie is like she who must be obeyed, but the most fantastic organisational skills. So she arrived with spreadsheets and analysis of what we've done so far. And Jo, who is Miss Bush's production manager, many people will have met her, but she's also got a solid background in working in brands and labels on the wholesale side of bridal. So what we've done on the first year of Nortier was a handful of dresses. That's quadrupled this year. And so what we're looking to do is extend the offer of the samples, designs, and really only grow this, creep it up incrementally, because rightly so, everyone that already has a bridal label is not going to share what they know or like highlight the pitfalls. So we are literally learning our way on the job, basically. But as obviously Jo's got this fantastic insight from working in brands, so we were doing a design day. So that means that like things that Ben's been sketching were made up in calico, like cotton versions of the dresses. We had Charlotte Roffey, who's a model we've used often on events there, so that we can test out the patterns on a real person. And so you're testing out the patterns and looking at the designs, troubleshooting them, evolving them, making sure that you're not crossing over with existing like pieces from our existing labels, because what we don't want to do, we want to provide an alternative. We don't want to go into a direct head-to-head like, oh, here's our version of exactly the same dress. So it is, it's something we want to do differently, which is pretty tricky actually, but it's great. It's really, really good, because Ben and I are so close to clients. We really understand what people are asking for. We're also constantly obsessed and sending pictures and links backwards and forwards to each other of dresses. I mean, you see it because you're on the
I'm in the Nortier group, yeah,
in the Nortier group, and on the Bush Instagram, like I'll see something and I'll just send it to Ben's DMs. And so basically there's this constant sort of like shorthand of things that we like being sort of bubbled around the place. A couple of the designs, I looked at them in calico and immediately thought they could go into colour or even potentially work as a Mother of the Bride look, because as you know, every single person asks me about Mother of the Bride. So there was a couple of designs which I think could be very universal. So I think we'll probably end up making some of those for me.
Ooh.
Yeah.
Good idea.
And do that and have a look and see what people think. So yeah, it was really, really exciting to actually sit there and like fiddle, sort of play and like the things that we've been thinking about. And the thing about having a very small startup brand is it is achingly slow, because we all are absolutely committed 100% to Miss Bush and the existing Miss Bush clients, and you cannot drop the ball on that. So, but it's lovely to be able to do this as well. So October is hopefully going to be a month where we're really focusing on putting those dresses together, troubleshooting the patterns, wondering why certain things are not like working immediately, and you're like, what happened there? And so this is where Jo's experience comes in, and also we are able to draw on Kat and Helen's expertise as well, two of our other freelance seamstresses who again have worked in major fashion brands and labels and have got really good technical skills. So it's there's a lot of talent in the team. It's just sort of like trying to get it there. And then we had the treat of the day. So we then went to Ben and Adrien's house. Adrien, being French, obviously naturally a like fantastic chef, had cooked us incredible kind of like a really spicy soup with all loads of like, you know, when you get a soup and it's really elevated by the fact you've got loads of things to sprinkle on it and freshly made bread. Yeah,
nice.
Followed by homemade banoffee pie, while we sat around and talked about the business part of it.
Amazing. Wow.
Yeah, and analysed the hours, because it's a bit like, you remember like years ago, I think I still say it actually, it's like if we were somebody else's marketing department, are we good value for money? And, you know, I even have said this about the podcast, haven't I? It's like, is it taking up too much time? Does it, you know, for the number of listeners that we get, is it too much? You know, so we have never been that rigorous with our analysis of like what we do, but with something where you're making it, you have to be able to price a dress. If it really takes 4 hours more to make it than you thought, and that pricing goes wrong really, really quickly. So we're having to look back over. So Rosie'd got all the data of every dress that we've made this year.
Wow.
The hours, the fabrics, the this, the cutting, the like, you know, it was like the redesigns, the this, the that, like, and so you're looking at that, we're going, oh, wow, we made a £5 on that dress. Okay, that is not right. That's completely undercosted. And then some dresses, you're like, oh, that's good. You know, we've made a profit, and let's all listen to people here. It's not like profiteering. We're talking about something beyond the physical costs, which means that you can pay the rent and keep the lights on. So, so it was really good. So we did the creative part, and then lunch, and then the business part of it, and like, you know, set like goals and targets and things. So yeah, it was really
lovely.
good.
Sounds very good. Very exciting.
It is exciting. I am most excited about like seeing obviously the things come to life, and now I'm totally impatient, and I'm like, there were things where I'm like, oh, actually, what about if we did this length and that, and let's do that. And so there's but we're also trying to, you know, learning what we know from our existing collection and our existing designers. Flexibility is the key, customization is the key, be able to make modifications in a quite straightforward way, and be able to like fluidly mix and match things around. So you don't have to invest in 1 million samples to get 1 million possibilities.
Yes,
exciting.
I'm excited to get new content, new photos, and lovely new things to share.
Well, I've said yes to a collaborative shoot in about 3 weeks' time with Kylie. I don't know what Kylie's surname is.
It's Kylie M Makeup, I think. That's
Kylie, yeah, and also
I don't know what
she's
photographer.
got a photographer called Maxine Kim, whose stuff
Oh,
looks
Maxine
very
Kim.
beautiful.
Oh, yeah, she's good. Yeah, she's great.
Yeah.
I think we've had stuff with her before. I think we might have had a bride. Kylie
very
McClelland.
beautiful, quite fine art looking, quite, you know, very light touch sort of photography.
I think that'll be perfect for the Nortier dresses.
And they're shooting at Wisley Gardens,
so
like literally just like 2 miles
around the
away
corner.
from. Yeah, absolutely. So, which is very good. So yeah, so we look. So we're going to try and get a new dress made for that shoot. Don't know which one.
Exciting! Yay! Oh, can't wait. Yeah. And then we'll have to get some content days in for the new stuff later in the year.
Yeah, I'm kind of tempted to. I really would like to do something that looked like my engagement shoot
on the beach,
like blustery beach.
That would be good.
Yeah.
I
feel like what we're going to have to do, because we're going to have absolutely no budget. So I think we might have to do like, you know, I know nobody wants to work for no money, but we're going to have to go hard on the collaboration.
Just go old school collaboration.
Like, can you do this for like train fare and a scrummy bit of tea? I know. I don't know. Like literally, I'm going to be like, well, actually, like Sophie Duckworth, like one of our favourite photographers, did send us a congratulatory 1-year anniversary of the podcast biscuits. So I'm like, oh, good. And what we'd like you to do is offer you to work for no money, which would be like a strong no. She's like, piss off Bush, basically. But
No, but this isn't for Bush. This is for Nortier. It's different. It's Bush does Nortier's a
it's
baby
got its own
business.
budget,
Yeah.
which is like scrawn. It's literally scrawny.
But also, if anyone else is planning shoots and they need dresses, they can ask. But it would be like you'd have to get them seen on a model.
It was so
you'd
funny.
Have to...
I was listening to I've been added to a WhatsApp group for the this shoot, and Kylie, the makeup artist, was like, "Oh, and I've added Emma from Miss Bush. I'm sure you've all heard of her." I was like, what was that laugh for? What did you say? Did you say I'm difficult?
Yeah. Saying anything.
I am, I am quite difficult, famously quite difficult with shoot stuff.
Yeah, but the thing is, there's been so many times when you've maybe not been quite as not demanding, but not had it fitted or something, and they'll come back and it doesn't fit, and it just looks terrible, and then we can't share them. So that's why you do it. It's not like in the old days. I think people would just take a dress, do what they want with it, share them. But now it's very this has to be perfectly on brand for us. It needs to look good.
And
also,
but it's never like a particular. It's no shade usually on the photographer. They're just not looking at it from a point of view that I'm like, if it's not actively supporting the brand messaging, if anything is off, then it's really damaging. So but I don't expect necessarily, I don't expect other people to be able to see that.
No,
they're not. That's not where they're tuned to. They'll be looking at the light and the colours and the saturation, looking at f-stops or whatever other stuff that people with photography do, or trying to notice what the flowers are doing, or trying to satisfy all sorts of different contributors' work. Whereas I'm like, my strong feeling is if the dress and the model don't look right, it doesn't matter what anybody else has done.
No. Because you cannot share it. Because then if people see that, they'll think that's how the dresses are going to look when they get them from you. Yeah. But there's been times when you've been specifically like, this dress is not for sitting down in. It won't look good sitting down. And then we've got pictures back and they're all sat down. No.
And then everybody gets cross with me and thinks I'm difficult. So it's just to have me there, I think, is the thing.
Yeah. If you could do it at Wisley round the corner, that's perfect.
Yeah, absolutely.
Your phone has been making so much noise today.
I know, and I've can I just say, if you look at it, it is actually turned down. And I keep looking at it, and I'm like, why is it still making noise? The little speaker has got the line through it, and I'm like, I don't know why it's doing this. Sorry, listeners.
Oh dear. But yes, anyway, I feel like we should say Nortier is open for collaborations if anybody's interested.
If you can bear me, and I would really welcome some quite alternative looks as well.
Yeah.
So that we've got quite a lot of different perspectives. And really, to be quite honest, if you think about old school magazine editorial, you only need one shot of a dress. The idea that these days you need 150 images.
Yeah.
I mean, we do need a lot of content because the very hungry caterpillar of the internet demands it. But actually, I'd rather have one strong image that I'm absolutely in love with.
Yeah. Than hundreds and hundreds. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. And a fashion shoot, you don't need fully laid out tables and
I don't know whether but we'll get there. But I love a tablescape as much as the next person.
Yeah.
Do you know? I mean, I don't love mixing up a tablescape with an editorial fashion shoot.
No, exactly. It needs to be fully what it is.
Yes. And also today I have got to I've got to start thinking about what I'm going to take for my wardrobe to Venice.
Yes,
Venice.
I know. When are you going? You're going on Thursday, Friday.
We're flying really, really early Thursday morning, so we're staying at Gatwick in the Premier Inn, for a very because the flight's at 6:40, so really you need to be putting your bags in at 4:40. So I just didn't think that
you don't want to travel there.
Left here at sort of 3 a.m. It's mind you, that is getting up time for elderly woman wee. And then you can't get back to sleep because you basically are then sorting out the ills of the world in your mind. So yeah, so we're staying there and then getting like really early over to Venice, hopefully. If apparently there was some strikes this week of air traffic control, so I'm hoping that's not a problem. So yeah, so we're getting there early. I've been told by Rosie, who loves Venice, has been several times, that basically you land at Marco Polo Airport, which is really close to Venice, and then you just get a water taxi to where we are. You just buy like a 4-day water taxi sort of pass.
Ooh.
And so you get a water taxi from the airport to the Lido Island, which is where we're staying in the Hotel Excelsior, which has just been hosting the Venice Film Festival. So part of me today is wondering whether I go to buy some less embarrassing luggage. It's not like you're gonna sneak off the EasyJet carousel and then like be like, okay, this really horrible old Debenhams like suitcase that you've got, you're just gonna wheel it in the hallowed turf that George and Amal have just walked on.
Yeah, with those stacks of Louis Vuitton luggage.
I know, right? So I literally can't afford that. But like, and also, yeah, so the conversation is like very much, obviously, what's everyone wearing? Because I've got like Marion and Paddy are going. So Marion's the Jesus Perret agent. Obviously, it's Marcia and I. Charlotte, who we just talked about, the model that we just used. Bridesmaid. Bridesmaids are being dressed by Eliza Jane Howe.
Ooh.
And obviously, Chloe's done a lot of work for Eliza Jane Howe. So we've got Andrea, who's one of the directors, and Catherine, the designer. So everybody is going to be turning up.
Yeah, I think her mum's wearing Jill Harvey as well.
Yeah. So it's going to be
very
glamorous.
Glamorous affair, yeah.
Yeah. So yeah, I've got today really got to think about packing.
I think Chloe's picking her dress up today as well.
She picked it up.
She's picked it up already.
Ooh. And I can't literally say, even Charlotte, her bridesmaid, didn't know anything about the dress. So Joe started talking about it. I'm like, don't know anything. So Friday was just like, please don't say anything about Chloe's dress. Just pretend
I feel
it's got
very,
nipple
very
tassels.
privileged that I've seen it. I'm one of a very small handful of people.
Yeah. I know. But given how we've pimped Chloe out in wedding dresses for all these years, it's got to be one that's we're going to be like, don't give it away.
I know. Well, there's going to be lots of Chloe content coming up over the next few weeks. So this week I'm doing her visit to Jesus Perret HQ with you. That's coming out. And I
think that would be really good because I was talking to lovely Emma's mum, Catherine, about for people that really are interested in the production side of things, it really is interesting.
Yeah. There's so much content. There's loads. It's quite overwhelming actually, making it all into deciding what to do with it.
Something that reads well and is entertaining.
Yeah. And then the following week after the wedding, when she's already married, there will be the dress reveal.
Yeah.
I cannot wait to share that because it's going to be a really lovely video.
And then I assume that we'll have blog posts and things following up as well.
When she's got the photos, yes.
Cool.
Yep, and I'm hoping you'll be sharing lots of exciting behind the scenes of Venice on your stories at the weekend.
I'll probably chuck it all in a Dropbox for you to work out what to do with. I will do some live, bits and pieces and things on Instagram.
It doesn't have to be lots, just some scenery of Venice. That's all you need. I'm
looking for the scenery of food in Italy.
Yes.
And interesting aperitivos. And I've literally been you can see I'm wearing pea kit. I have been at the circuits classes and yoga and walking and running and trying not to drink wine because I cannot have those Sister Jane dresses straining across my boobs. So I'm really hoping I've done enough. I think I've lost about 6 pounds.
Oh, okay.
So yeah, in a month.
Are you taking your Pradas? Are you taking Prada shoes with you?
Yeah.
Of course, you have to take them to Italy with you.
Yeah, absolutely. Coles to Newcastle. Yeah, so I'm going to do that. And yeah, so a lot of walking around. Marcia and I always love an old town whenever we go anywhere. So I think it's one giant city of an old town. So there's been walking and eating and arancinis and pasta and pizza and yum.
Oh my gosh.
And art and beauty. So that's what I'm looking forward to when I get there.
Amazing.
Yes.
Oh, I think I might make myself an Italian feast at the weekend, so I don't feel left out seeing your stories.
Yeah, absolutely. So, yeah. Amazing. Right. I know that's not a very long podcast, but it's a Sunday we're recording this on.
Yes,
so
we are.
We haven't really sort of given it that much thought. I've got to go into work or tomorrow to see. Not
Yesterday,
exactly.
when everyone's
Oh,
listening
yeah.
on Tuesday, it'll be yesterday.
Okay. Yeah, I had to go into work yesterday. So yeah. There's a specific client who is been doing lots of filming in our place, and I need to help her to do her actual dress measures and things. So I need to go and do that.
Amazing. Very exciting. Yes. Okay,
I
right.
think she said that on her Instagram that she said yes to a dress with us, didn't she?
She did.
Lucy.
Yeah, she did. Yeah, Lucy.
Okay,
Yeah.
that's cool. You can see her.
Amazing.
Yes.
Okay, right. We'll wrap it up there then. We'll go and enjoy the rest of our Sunday.
Yes.
We're going to go for an autumn walk. Yeah. But I'm sure there's more of a pun there. Bye from the podcast.
We'll get back to it. We'll fish-based puns, yep. Yes, no, I'm going to go and look at my woeful luggage and work out if I need to,
You don't
something.
need to. No one's going to look at your luggage. It's fine.
Embarrassing. No, but like we've got one. I think Georgia borrowed one suitcase from us, so we've got one of the horrific like Debenhams suitcases left. Beyond that, we've got two very bad. Oh no, Charlie broke one of the bad Primark ones. I mean, literally, we're not really people that go on holiday, which is bad. And this is one of my because I'm going to be 60 next year. I'm going to do some things like I think I might actually have to book a holiday, like a 2-week holiday somewhere where I don't take my phone and no one can speak to me. Just as
I think that's a good idea.
Self-gifting kind of thing.
I've never known you go on holiday although you've never known me go on holiday either.
No,
just like we don't do it.
Just work. No, no. And it's like, oh yeah, I went to like Spain a couple of times. It's like for work.
Yeah.
And I had a week off for like Victoria's festival, but then I had my mum and Lily and all sorts of other people. So I was like, not really a week off.
No. So, that should be your goal for next year. Go on a proper holiday.
That and maybe like I might like to get like Botox in that line between my eyebrows. I've decided I might like to experiment with Botox.
Oh, okay.
See, and to do an adult press up, i.e. not on my knees. I'm like starting to do a little collection of 60 things I want to achieve before the age of 60. Well, not before,
that's good. That would be a great. We'll do an episode on that. That'd be good.
60 things.
Yeah.
I think one of them's going to have to challenge my hideous fear of heights as well. I might have to like volunteer to abseil or something.
Are you going to get a tattoo as well?
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah.
Tattoo, more piercing, all that sort of stuff.
Amazing. Okay, cool.
Right.
All right, everyone. We'll see you next week.
See you next week. Bye.
Bye-bye.
You'd like to know, wouldn't you? You'd like to know, wouldn't you?